Thank you, Kanye West.
It makes me want to talk in a cool voice. It makes me want to slow down.
Yeah, it
Not talk
does.
so fast.
I like that
Relax.
intro.
I know. Oh man, Gio, how you been? How you been?
Man, it's been a good week. A lot going on recently, but I've been trying to stay busy outside of the X world. Um,
You putting
just
down the social
a lot of
media?
family time. No, I've actually been trying to spend a lot more family time. So for those wondering that why hasn't Gio been posting on X and or Twitter if you're old school, I just my family needs me. So uh, we had some fun. We went over a friend's house on Saturday. Sunday was the Lord's Day. We went and played some volleyball. I did some oil changes on. I did an oil change on the motorcycle. Just just family time. Just dedicating time to the family. But I have been watching some stuff. I've been watching some Andrew Schultz content. I've been watching some uh, PBD podcast. I've been watching Latino Free Minds. Good content. What you been up to, Christian?
Nothing, man. Just yeah, just got for this week. I got a wedding expo, so we're gonna go see if we can get some ideas and stuff, and see, check out some venues. So we're going through that ringer right now.
Go spend a lot of money.
It's gonna spend. Well, I heard. Well, not I heard. They told her, right. But they kind of. She went on. She went to one by herself with her friends, and I guess they said that Sandals is offering for 13K, 140 people. And everything's
It's not a
provided
bad
at
deal.
a Sandals resort.
That's
So
not a bad
it's.
deal.
But in Jamaica, I don't know how I feel. I
Oh.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Jamaica. So.
Hey, Jamaica's dope.
Exactly. It would be something cool to kind of force people to go to. You want to go out to the wedding, you better come out. So I don't think that would be being able to get 140 people would be kind of crazy. So I
It'd be
think
hard.
90 or
It'd be
something.
hard to get that many people there.
Yeah. So even like 90 or something was like 7,050 was like less. So it's like Jamaica's a trip. But I told my girlfriend, I sounds sick. I like the number
Yeah,
13K.
fiance.
However, Beyonce. Ooh. Cut. Hey, can we start all over?
Yeah, we can start over. You
Can
want
we
to start
start all
over?
over, Jay? No. So I told her I just, getting robbed in Jamaica would suck, especially not knowing what they're saying. I'd
Sandals
rather
doesn't have.
just.
They don't have a resort in like San Francisco.
I don't want to go to that one, dude. I
Maybe you
don't
can get
want to
it.
go to.
Maybe you can get a discount. Hey,
Yeah,
we'll show up. We'll clean the shit up off the floors by
not
ourselves. We'll sweep the needles
them.
up before.
It's Xi Jinping's wedding.
Xi Jinping.
No. So I don't know. I'm looking. We got to find something in Mexico, dude. I know there's got to be some cool little resort or something in Mexico.
You
You
guys are
know,
trying to have a destination wedding.
it's cheaper than doing it in good old beautiful California, unless somebody has a really cool backyard.
Really? I
Oh
I got a
man.
nice backyard, but I can maybe fit like 20 people.
Yes. Yeah. So, and that way you don't feel too bad, and you got the invite. Is up to you if you can make it out. But Jamaica,
I don't know about
I'd
making
be
it to Jamaica.
I'd be lying to you if it didn't, kind of tickle some type of, So yeah, man. But that's kind of what we've been doing.
The thing about Jamaica, or realistically any destination wedding, uh, you have to worry about people buying their plane tickets.
Right. And their
But if
hotel.
I told my wife, Christian invited me to his destination wedding
Jamaica.
in Jamaica, and I can pretend to be like, "I don't think
I don't want to go
that's
to
crazy,
Jamaica. You
right?
want
That's crazy. We can't
to
afford that." She'd be like, "No, we can afford it. We can afford a destination."
a little trip to Jamaica. That's what I'm saying.
How could you miss it? He's your co-host.
But I've been to Hawaii either, but, that just sounds expensive, so
Well,
I
the thing with
don't
Hawaii is it's still
know.
United States, so you're still paying United States
That's what I'm
prices.
saying. They don't they don't make shit. So,
Yeah. Where have you been looking at in Mexico?
we haven't, we're starting, so it's
That's
just
why you're going
about
to the
getting kind
expo.
of we've been making the list and all that, it's kind of a good hefty list and, still gotta chop it down a bit. Don't want to. Sorry. But yeah, that's been the hardest part for me because
Well
I was bringing in third cousins.
well, think about this. There's only 150 spots,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
And
On
realistically,
my side only.
yeah,
I'm
there's
just
only
kidding.
150 spots. That means 75 and 75.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be the ones that bring good gifts,
Exactly.
you know? Start
Ah,
put in your bids now.
I know she was saying like, "Oh, we'll get a registration." Like when we're walking around Costco, or whatever, she's gonna grab something. She go, "We'll put that on the registration, on the registry." And I go, "Hey, we're not gonna have a registry."
Oh, registry.
But
Why not?
I don't know, dude.
Dude, if you don't have
The
a
demon.
registry, you're gonna go home with a bunch of toasters. A
Uh,
bunch of Ross toasters with the sticker ripped off.
I know, man. But you're Ross, TJ Maxx.
TJ
No,
Maxx.
but
Yeah.
yeah, man. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for you guys. It's exciting. I mean, I got married when I was 18.
Uh
It
huh.
was an inexpensive wedding. It was nice, but
Hmm.
I wasn't old enough to drink yet. Um,
Yeah.
and contrary to popular belief, we were not expecting. So it was love. Thankfully, we still love each other.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, no, it's very exciting for you. Um,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm familiar with backyard weddings. I've
At
been
those
the.
at those wedding expos, do they have like a bunch of cake vendors and you just go around tasting cake
It's
everywhere?
just vendors, yeah, and they go, "Hey, sign up here, and then we'll get you a cake if you win."
Yeah,
You know,
make sure before you go you have
a
a fake email.
melon rebate. Yeah, I know,
Have a
I
fake
know.
email so you
You're
can
right.
give them your email address so they
You're
can give you
right.
a cake.
That's a good. I'm gonna
Yeah.
make you my email. Christian
Yeah.
wedding.
It's not I mean, wedding expos aren't free, you gotta pay to get in. So get your
Yeah,
money's worth in cake
yeah.
and
Oh,
food.
I didn't even think of that, dude. I hope there's so much free stuff. I hope there's a bunch of little free stuff.
There should be. There should be.
I'll
Well,
take some cake.
I've never been to a wedding expo, but I've been to expos, and there's
Hmm.
always vendors that are giving stuff away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool little fire retardant suits,
Yeah.
just in
So
case.
you're all wrapped up in preparing for the wedding, but
Yeah,
have
so
you been keeping up with the world lately?
keeping up with the world.
Yeah.
A little less, man. It's I haven't been on Twitter as much. Been on Pokemon Go.
That's a respectable answer.
Hey, man, no, but yeah, I seen a couple of things. I see a lot of burning Teslas, dude. No fun. No, no, that doesn't look cool. Kind of scary.
But, huh?
I mean, we talked about it last week, but it
Y
seems
you
like it's ramping up, and it seems like people are cheering it on more.
and it's not just the scratching and the burning anymore. You did you see the guy that walked up to the
Yuck.
Cybertruck? Oh, you're gonna say
Yeah,
yuck right now.
they're
Did you
wiping
see the one?
ass, dude.
Yeah, picking in his ass and then wiping it on the car?
Yeah, dude.
Duh,
Like,
that's disgusting. Or the
it's
guy that threw up on it, like, he forced himself to throw up on
I
the
threw up on his hand.
oh my god. That's
It's crazy,
gross.
dude. No, man, and it's like I thought they have cameras, dude. They all have cameras.
They have built-in cameras.
Yeah.
Are are the people just retarded or
Dude,
they know that they have cameras. They see it.
yeah.
That's they see it on TikTok and they get like, "Oh, yeah, look
Hmm.
at him. He got famous."
Oh, you're saying they get turned on about it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so something that we didn't talk about last week, but we did talk about this person,
Hmm.
is Crockett from Texas.
Uh-huh.
Did you see what she said about the governor of Texas?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, I got the video. I don't have the video tuned up there, so I'm gonna hold the phone up for those that are watching and those that are listening. I'll put the phone to the microphone here. I'm just gonna hit play here. Here we go. Because we in these hot ass Texas streets, honey. Um, y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes.
Where was that
So
at? Where'd she have to go? Where'd she have to go off like that?
she was at the
Damn.
Human Rights Campaign event. Uh, Not very human rights of her.
So
But,
nice.
if for those
Funny.
for the listeners and watchers that don't know what the heck she's talking about, the governor of Texas is confined to a wheelchair. He cannot walk, so when
Abbott.
she yeah, Governor Abbott, she called him Hot Wheels because he rolls around in damn, Christian, stop laughing, dude. We gotta keep serious, man.
Hey man,
This
she
is
got she.
terrible.
That's the classic, dude. That's the classic. Calling somebody on a wheelchair, Hot Wheels. You got me.
Did you go to public school?
I went to public school, dude. Put your hand on your
Oh,
chest.
boy.
If you don't
Did you
come
have
out gay after public school, dude, you can be all right, bro. You'll be all right in life.
did you guys have a Hot Wheels in your high school?
No, dude, we didn't have any Hot Wheels, dude. We
We
had a
had Hot
couple of
Wheels.
them.
I don't even remember the guy's real name. They called
Our
him Hot
school
Wheels.
was not. I don't even think our school was equipped to handle Hot Wheels, dude. Yeah,
They just
dude.
have to make sure all his classes are downstairs.
Oh man, there's a step to everything.
Well, that's, Bay Area, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Hot
Hot
Wheels
Wheels
is
is pretty
crazy,
derogatory. That's pretty messed up.
Hot Wheels is crazy, dude. That's from a dark place. I
That
like
is.
it. It's from a dark place though. To to that's not for the weak, dude. And I don't know. You don't throw that around. If they don't, hey, okay. If they don't like, what's his name, Tony, Tony, kill Tony. If they don't like him saying
Oh,
that
the
kind of
Puerto
stuff
Rico
out there,
joke?
it's the same thing, you know. It's a
And
little
it
bit of humor. It's a little bit
yeah,
of humor.
it's a little
It's
bit
a
of
little.
humor.
It's a little bit of humor. Not the right place. That's what he got. That's what he kind of got in trouble for. Not the right place to be joking. Human rights.
I laughed. I
Hot
laughed at the
Wheels.
Kill Tony. I laughed at the Hot Wheels too,
I
but
laughed.
I've
I
had a
laughed.
chance to
I laughed because I know him, and it. I can blur the background and say, "Hey, this is just another stand-up show," you know.
no, what so when I originally saw it, because everybody's crying and up in arms about it,
They had the
I was like,
lineup.
Wait a minute, it's just a joke." But, when it first started, I laughed, and then she goes, "But and he's hot because he's a hot mess." And I'm just like, "Ah, too far.
Yeah,
Leave him alone. You already
yeah,
picked on him."
yeah.
Um,
Because it's real easy to get back at her.
it is. Man, she is so silly. Just and that's my nice way of saying she's stupid. Her videos of her doing her little dances and stuff, she's just a TikTok star,
Oh,
you know?
it's real easy to
So
get back at her.
I'm not going there.
I'm not saying don't do it, Abbott.
Oh, I thought you were like, "Gio, do the N word."
No, this is not you and me are not part of this, Gio. This is this is Abbott's.
Yeah,
I'm
Abbott.
just I'm just a connoisseur of dark humor. And, you're gonna catch strays, dude. And I don't know where what does he do? What is where does where does he go from this?
I think you just let it roll off.
Yeah, or you don't, or you don't, and he uses it.
Oh,
But
man.
let's move on, Gio. That's enough of that.
Uh,
Oh man. What?
did you see the one recently about the lady at Dallas Fort Worth Airport? the
Yeah.
DFW airport. So
Oh.
this lady's just going. She's I don't know if she's at a bar or like a coffee shop, but she strips naked and just starts like grabbing stuff off the counter and throwing it on the ground,
Mm.
butt naked in the
Mm.
airport. That's got to be. You're gonna get in trouble for that because
Ye-
if they just have one kid in the area, you are now a child predator
mhm.
on the
I
what do
hope
they
so.
call the list? It's a predator list, right?
Epstein's list.
No, something like that. No, but there's like a predator list where you have to check in every so often. All your neighbors can go to
Mm.
the predator list and see everybody in their area that has um, like a sex offenders list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
Mm.
the rest of
Sex
your life, I
offenders.
think.
Yeah.
I don't know the specifics because I've never experienced being on the list. Uh,
Well, I
but
imagine those foods are just on, dude. No,
but
Jill?
yeah, but I mean, what drives somebody to get butt naked in public? Because this is not the first time. Like, is it the vaccine? I mean, what do we call it? I don't want to get kicked off of
I'm gonna call it Ambien, a little bit of Xanax, and
a little bit
then
of
they're allowed to
Xanax.
drink. You're allowed to drink at the airport. I don't. You do. I don't. But so you could get turned up at the airport, dude, and you don't. There's yeah. I'm not at the airport too much, but people are scared of flying and they'll do whatever they gotta do to alter their state, and sometimes you just gotta get naked and knock some Starbucks cups off
Hey,
of the.
valid point. I didn't think about it like that. You know, sometimes on those planes it gets a little hot.
Mhm,
It gets a little warm, and
mhm,
hey, you know, it's maybe been a couple times where I thought I'd just be a lot nicer if I could just get butt naked,
yeah.
just butt naked,
I'm in the
and get the
airport.
stupid the little twisty fan on top,
Mhm.
the one that gives you just a little bit of air. Those stupid things, man. Why can't they just put a real fan?
Yeah. Yeah, man. We gotta get these.
Oh, big
What?
news! Big news! Did you see the? Have you been keeping track of the executive orders?
No executive orders.
Big one today.
What
Election
happened?
integrity. Donald
Okay.
Trump has Donald Trump has signed that voters are required to have um, voters are required to show identification proof that they're citizens. Hang on a sec.
Trump's talking integrity. Huh. Well, you gotta think. He's been through it. He's been a victim of all that. It's he's who better than he. You know, it goes a long way. I mean, I don't know how that affects California.
I
Where it's illegal
That's
to show
true,
your ID.
and they did put that act in just before Trump became president to
Mhm.
try to block everything that Trump was planning on doing.
Mhm.
But I'm not against that. What do you think about voter ID? Honest opinion.
Well,
And
just
I'm not don't give me the LFM opinion, give me the
no,
Christian opinion.
no. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I forgot what I was just saying.
I'll tell you my thoughts. I'll tell you my
Give
thoughts
it,
and then you
Jill.
can come back.
Go for it.
My thoughts are you got to have ID.
Yeah.
It's just you need ID to purchase alcohol. You
Mhm.
need ID to purchase cigarettes.
Mhm.
There's no reason why we can't have ID to vote.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes when you picking up your kid from school, you need ID.
Mhm.
So why are we pretending like it's a racist thing to require voter ID?
Mhm. It's a lazy thing. That's what they mean.
It's a
I don't
lazy
want to
reason.
make it to the DMV. And you don't even got to go to the DMV anymore, man. You just got to have your damn birth certificate. I don't want to go to Santa Clara County. It's like, so it's just something. The laziness, oh, it's because they might not have a car or something. But you'd imagine, Gio, by the all that hullabaloo that they did with the passports and all that, the COVID passports, that, you know, that's not that unreasonable to ask for. If
If
it's to vote for the leader of the free world, let's get some IDs in there, brother.
Hey, good point, good point. Look, if you're too lazy to carry ID on you, you're probably too lazy to vote.
Hmm.
That's just my opinion.
I always have my license on me without even thinking about it, Jill. My wallet, boom, grabbed. I don't know what's in that wallet. I don't know, something slipped out. I
What
carry it.
man leaves the house without his wallet?
Yeah, man. Exactly.
The one that
So
has a vagina, that's one. I'm just kidding.
you'd imagine they'd be able, yeah. Yeah, man. So, I don't. Yeah, integrity, dude. Trump's talking integrity. So,
Yeah, some big news came out, this week. Um,
oh,
did you hear about the text message scandal?
from who? Kanye.
No. Oh, that was another one. No, no, no. Hedgeseth and, Vance and some other
I
folks
saw
found
some memes, dude. I didn't know that was for a particular reason.
so they were talking about, some sort of strike that they were gonna do, uh,
Sick.
against the Houthis, I think it was, in,
Anybody.
uh,
I don't care.
in one of the something for Europe. I mean, they were like Vance came in with like, man, we gotta step in for these Europeans again. Like, why we gotta keep doing this? Fuck these
Mhm.
Europeans. And there was somebody else in the chat that was like, nah, we have to do this. This is
Waltz?
nah,
No.
I don't know who it was. Waltz, Waltz. I get confused sometimes because of Walls with Harris
All
Walls,
balls, all balls, walls.
tampon
Yeah.
Tim.
Stamp on Tim. All balls,
But it
walls.
was yeah, it was another guy. But on this
Michael
chat
Waltz.
group, somebody had accidentally added a journalist from The Atlantic.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
Yeah.
We've all been there though, right? We've all created a chat group and put the wrong person in it.
Guilty.
Uh, and unfortunately, he snitched. He didn't give out any confidential information
Mhm.
because he did mention like, yeah, I'm not really gonna share what they talked about because I mean there's different secrets out there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to give away your defense type secret.
You imagine, Gio, like if I were to get added into that group chat, I would understand what the fuck was going on. If I was reading that, what the fuck?
Hey, if it
I wouldn't
was
even
me,
check.
if it was me, I'd have been like, you know what? Hey, Vance has a point. Like, I'm tired of Europe. Let them pay for themselves.
Who the fuck is this? I just put my phone down. These fucking scammers, dude, crazy. Put my phone down. That's nuts.
It's the
So
Atlantic.
for them to like, yeah, I guess a journalist would have that, power, but yeah, man, you gotta have a separate phone for that kind of stuff. Can't be
Yeah.
just can't be just doing that. If you got, you know, is there a phone where he just has straight up journalists, or is Zhijing Ping's fucking phone number on there too that he could get that, accidentally,
That's a good point. Why doesn't
you
he have
know?
a separate phone? So it
Yeah,
was
bro,
in
that was purpose,
it was
purpose,
it was in like the Telegraph or Telegram.
even more
Maybe it was
encrypted.
Signal. It was one of those apps, the encrypted apps, but they accidentally added the guy. Marco Rubio was on there, and they all had like their initials MAR.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh, simple mistake, but very costly. You don't want to have somebody in the group chat when you're talking about drone strikes,
Mm-mm.
but they did.
Gotta be careful. No slip ups like that, dude.
Yeah, they asked
Or it
Trump
was
about.
leaked.
They asked Trump about it. He was like, Yeah, I didn't hear about it.
Never heard about
But
it.
the strike was successful. He was like, but we took care
We
of the
got him.
job."
We got. I know what we did do. I know we got him.
Why are you worried about that? We did what we needed to do.
I said, but do you know we got him? Yeah, yeah, they said that, but do you know we got him?
We got him.
We got him.
Ah, you guys are tripping about the guy from the Atlantic. Did you don't know about all the money that we've been giving away to like
We got him.
children through the Small Business Administration? So, did you hear about that? Small
No.
Business Administration. So
Oh, that they get
the
a
the
hundred
COVID
thousand
loans.
for a 9 month year old. There's a 9 month year
Oh
old.
yeah,
A 9 month old.
dude. I logged into
What
X
is
this
that,
morning.
Jill? What type of loan is that? Can I get that loan? How come I couldn't get that loan? How come nobody offered me that? How come they didn't teach me about this
No,
loan in
you
high
just had
school?
to sign up for it. We just didn't know to sign up for it. Here's the problem though: is everybody was signing up for that stuff, easy peasy.
Hmm.
But now somebody's going back and checking, and
But are we gonna arrest this 9 month old?
I don't know.
Obviously, as a parent, obviously, as somebody else using
Did the
some
time.
type of
You did the crime. You paid. You do the time, right?
hundred
I don't care
thousand,
if you're 9 months old. You're
a
gonna be five.
hundred,
He's probably 5 years old now.
100,000 Jill
He's going to
approved.
juvie.
He's gonna juvie for a long time. A
Hope he
hundred
can wipe his
thousand
own
Jill.
butt
Don't you
now.
gotta put money down for like $100,000 loan? Not
Some
that
sort of
baby.
collateral.
That his bottles, his gold bottles, silver bottles. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Somebody gave it to him.
Well, I logged into X earlier, and some dummy was like, the
He earned
Doge.
it.
If you didn't know, Doge came out and decided to take the Social Security money away from uh, basically explaining that the money was being taken away from the kids. Um, that money that should have went to the parent, maybe the parent passed away, and the money is now being given to the kid. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? That is not what they said. They were talking about the small business loans that were given because for COVID relief. Like they people really come out and play people like they're stupid. And people believe it because they look at it like, "Oh my god, of course it's true because Donald Trump is evil and Elon Musk is evil and they want to take all the money from the kids because why? Because he wants to take that money and give it through Tesla and he wants to take that money and give it to SpaceX. He's just doing all this work to get all the money back to himself. The world's richest man.
Hmm.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, and I was hearing today on the Joe Rogan podcast. I think the one with Chris Wallace or Chris Willis. I think it's Wallace. Sorry. But they're talking about um Tesla makes all their cars in America. It's an American company, and
Not only is it an American company, the cars that are purchased here in the United States are the most American built cars in the United States.
yeah, none of this like 30% built in other countries and the rest put together here.
Yeah.
Um, and again, American cars, American people putting them together, um, American jobs, and they're getting targeted. You know, and that is you would want to say what, petty terrorism, some type of terrorism, or nobody's getting hurt, but it's targeted. And
Yeah.
people cheering it on. And I would think that the same people that are cheering this on were the people that were cheering on when that dude Luigi killed that seat shot that guy in the CEO. Super wrong. It's super wrong. But there was the feeling of the downtrodden, kind of.
I understand the excitement of retribution. The problem is the Luigi guy, the not Luigi, but the executive that he killed.
Mm-hmm.
The guy was married, and I believe he had a family,
Mm-hmm.
parents that probably loved them, friends. Man, you took somebody's life,
Yeah.
uh, and re- the reality is he had nothing to do with Luigi. So I don't understand why he targeted him. Uh, but to me, it's just wrong. Wrong is wrong. You don't reverse the wrong that was done to Luigi and hit through his insurance. Um, you don't reverse that by killing somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, same thing with these idiots that are messing with Tesla, and they get so excited, right? They're like, "Did you see how much Tesla is down?" Even Tampon Tim Walls came out and was like, "Well, yeah, we need to keep it up. Did you see Tesla's stock today dropped 200 point? Has gone down 200 points. Let's keep going." And I'm just like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? That's an American company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So good point. We should support the American company. I think the next one is Ford, and it's not far behind, but I think it was like 80 something percent. The thing about these cars is, and the way they determine the percentage of how American they are, is they look at um, the parts that are put together. If they were assembled in the United States, they also look at vehicles that were assembled in the United States. Like one of my cars, actually, well, both of my SUVs. One of them is a Ford, and it's got a sticker on it that says "Proudly built by the UAW, United Auto Workers of America." And then the other one is it's a flagship vehicle for a certain manufacturer, and it was built in Tennessee. So those cars are a high percentage American built. But what they do is, like, let's say like a Volkswagen, they'll build some of their smaller cars in Mexico,
Yeah.
like Jettas and things like that. And that's how they keep their prices low, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Same thing with Ford. Ford builds certain cars in Mexico and in Canada. And that's not I'm not saying that Mexican workers don't build as good as American workers. My point is I would prefer that Americans have those jobs,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that helps our economy. And a lot of people say, well, then the car price is going to go up. They're up anyways. Remember when COVID happened and the dealers raised the prices way up for what? They just inflated the prices.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the problem with having them build American? We were willing to pay that money for during COVID. Why won't we pay it to benefit the American economy and the American worker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want an American made car. No, I was going to what is it called? I think last week I made some mistakes with my fiance. Um
Nice recovery.
um and I was like, "Oh, take me out take out the salt for me." And I was like, "But don't give me any pink salt." I was like, "Give me that nasty get rid of that nasty shit." And she was showing me some type of salt that some new salt that she was trying out. It's kind of wet or whatever. I don't know. It was weird. It was like I don't know. I'll figure it out.
What's the deal with the pink salt? Why don't you like the pink salt?
I don't know. I was just seeing. I don't know if it was a documentary, but it was just something about it gets cut up. It's like a bad drug deal every time, and it's real easy to fake pink
Oh,
salt.
really?
So
I didn't know that.
some of that pink salt's been really tampered with and all that. So they cut it up with. They get a little bit of fake antifreeze and a little bit of salt.
Wow. You didn't even know.
That's an exaggeration,
You
but
got that
she was showing me the salt, and then
you
I was
got
like,
that
"Hold
crack
up."
salt.
Exactly. I was
You
like,
want that
"Hold up,
fresh
babe.
you
Let me
want that
see."
fresh Colombian cocaine salt.
No. Well, that's why I grabbed the bag that I was grabbing the salt out of, and it said uh from from the from from France, made in France, and I was like, oh, babe, I don't know, babe. We're in the middle of a trade war right now. I don't know if we could be. I might pour this salt out, you know. But then I looked down a little bit, and right there on the bottom it said, "From a company in America, perfected in the USA." And I was like,
Oh,
all right, you got me
I'm down with
there,
that.
you know. So I was like, pour it up, baby. We'll be all right with this salt. So, but yeah, right there it just hit me, you know. We are in a trade war, like you just said earlier. You know, let me check this stuff out. It's USA or nothing, you know.
Yeah,
It's gonna cost a little bit of cheese, but you know, it's like you said, American made jobs,
it is
products.
American-made jobs, and that's important. Let's get into that a little bit more as we continue. But before we keep going on, I'm just going to let everybody know that the remainder of this episode is only going to be available to Patreon members. To sign up, go to patreon.com/C/DMU podcast. The link is here on the video. You can also find it on most of our bios, wherever you're watching. Support the podcast. The first 25 subscribers. I don't know if there's any spots available anymore. I haven't checked it in a while, but the first 25 did or will get a discount at $1. After that, it's $3, and the Chonies offer from last week is no longer available. I'm fresh out. I am fresh out of Chonies. I've gone commando, unfortunately, because of all the requests. Um,
No.
sorry, guys. Should have been first.
Yeah, man. I was going pretty hard in the last one. I didn't know that one was free.
The last one was free.
Oh
Well,
man.
the last section where we got into a lot of things is not free.
Mm.
Um, you mean this episode or the last
Yeah, this
episode?
just this episode, these 37 minutes ago, I've been going off.
I thought you were
Yeah.
saving up the stuff for Hot
Oh
Wheels.
man, I can't imagine what I gotta do now.
What's up, everybody? So you just heard the first half of the Don't Mind It podcast. If you want to listen to the full show, you're going to have to become a Patreon member. So look at the link here and make sure you go to patreon.com/C/DMU podcast. We're asking for $1 a month for the first 25 members. Anybody after that is $3 a month. The more people we get, the more exclusive the show will be. So share the show with your friends. It's a very entertaining show brought to you by Real Lead Unite Media. We also do Latino Free Minds, but Don't Mind Us is our Patreon podcast. And we hope that you become a member and you listen to this entire show. It's a good one. Come on now. Let's get it.